Hi everyone and welcome to a video where I'll try to make a sim backwards. My friend Max came up with this challenge and her video was super interesting. I'm going to link that in the description so you can watch it. But basically, you just start making a sim from the very last step that you typically do and then work your way up, which sounds just really confusing, but we'll try to give it a go. I have just a blank base here and I did write myself a little list of how I typically make sims. So I'll just try to go backwards, which I don't know if it's really cheating because I have a list, but I feel like it's just gonna mess with my mind anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And I did actually implement some new twists into the rules, which will make things a little bit more complicated. So let's get started. And the first category, or well, rather the last category that I usually do would be hats. And I mean, I don't give hats to every single sim, but I do want to give this sim as many categories as possible. So let's try to go with hats. But I do kind of have a general idea of what kind of sim I want to make, so this shouldn't be like really too difficult, but that's probably just famous last words. But I am kind of thinking of doing like an old pinup sort of style. I've never done anything like it and I just kind of felt like doing that, and I do have some inspo that I'm looking at, so a hat like this would probably be okay. I do want it to be a bit of a different color though, because I want it to be like really dark deep red, but I don't think I'll be able to get that. Yeah, I can't quite figure it out, so let's go back to black, which is probably going to cause issues in the future because it's not really what I want. We're already kind of starting off difficult. But now let's move on to jewelry. Oh, whoa, this is going to be so hard actually. And oh, the way I wanted to do it, I already messed up with hats. I wanted to do it as like, if you're going completely backwards, then you should start from the bottom, right? So yeah, I forgot to do that with hats, but that's one of my twists that I wanted to do, that we're just going from the bottom. And there's also no going back on categories unless it's absolutely necessary. So if I want to switch this hat out a little bit later, I can't do that. So it's also kind of like make no mistake challenge. Yeah, let's get started with our jewelry then from the bottom, which is really confusing because I've never really done it this way. I mean, it's kind of like just scrolling up through it, but okay, well, we'll try. I mean, I already am kind of drawn to this thing. I don't want to make it easy and just like click on the first thing, but this actually does really fit. And I do want to give her, oh, if I give her like pearl earrings, because I do want to. Oh no, actually, I think I want to give her like, oh, I'm just in necklaces. So we have to go to glasses just all the way down, which is kind of silly because I'm not going to use glasses, but let's just scroll through them just for the sake of it. So let's go to piercings all the way down. And I do want to give her something that's like pretty much at the top, which is a bit annoying, but let's just try to, oh, this looks really nice as well. That actually fits really nicely, but I wanted to go with something a little bit different. So let me just scroll all the way basically to the top. I did want to go with some kind of like more pearl sort of style, but I just remembered because I was looking at some inspo that I want to do something that's like a little bit more like this, because I am going for more like alternative sort of routes, but I think I want to use this thing that came with eco lifestyle. So we have these like stretches, which kind of fit with the necklace. Now I'm kind of not feeling the necklace, but it did say let's not go back, so I'll leave it, which means that we are moving on to the next category, which is going to be basically impossible to do because it's like accessories here. I don't even know what to do. I usually don't know what to do in this category, let alone now, but we kind of just have to, so we'll just move on to the bottom. I'll skip nails because I do nails a little bit before accessories, so in this case after accessories. So we'll be starting with socks. Oh no, I maybe want to give her something like this, but I'm not really fully seeing it. Maybe something like this, if I have them be like ankle length. I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, I do. I'm not really fully sure, but I think that that's okay. So let's move on. Let's be brave. Do I want to give her like little tights? That doesn't really make sense with the socks, does it? I guess I won't. Rings I'm not gonna do because they're most likely gonna be messing with the eyelashes no matter what I do in the end. This doesn't make sense. Maybe I'll just give her like a bracelet and just hope for the best. So maybe we'll just try to stay like relatively basic with the like jewelry and stuff. So just like a gold bracelet to match the necklace I think is okay. That's like reasonable and makes sense. So we are kind of finished with accessories. Oh, I already low-key messed up because I did see that I kind of skipped tattoos. So let's move on to tattoos all the way down. And I do want to give her like a lot of tattoos. So even this would kind of work, but I'm not really feeling this like more, I don't know, witchy look. I'm not really really feeling it for this one. So let's try to go with something a little bit different. An okay option, but oh no, this is just the legs. Okay, this is going somewhere because it is a little bit more like intense. I want them to be a little bit more intense. I'm not really loving the color on the back, but it doesn't really matter. I do really love the chest piece. Let's leave that one for now. Let me just maybe look around a bit. Oh, these are nice. I feel like they go with the style a little bit better. I do kind of wish that there was like a little bit more going on here though, because this is probably mostly going to be covered up by a dress, because I feel like I'll put her in a dress most likely. Like, I still kind of want to give her this angel, but it does cover up this thing and this thing, so it's a bit messy, but I still kind of want to keep it. I think I will. So we are finished with tattoos, which means that we are moving on. So I did accessories already, so we're moving on. Ooh, okay, to makeup adjustments, which probably just means in this case that, oh, how do I do this? Do I skip it? Because I usually do makeup after I do like the hair, but I do like more of a basic makeup, and then when I have the outfit fully finished, I do like all of the adjustments that I need to do. But what does that mean in this case? I think I might just have to do like full on makeup, which again is like kind of maybe okay, because I do have a relatively clear picture of what I want to do. So let's just skip face paint. I don't really need it. And for the lipstick, I already know that I need to go all the way up in lipstick and go for this one and go for something that's like relatively dark. Maybe not that dark, maybe somewhere like around here. So moving on next to cheeks. Oh, I definitely want to give her some contour, which is maybe going to look a little bit weird. Depends on what kind of stuff I do for the cheeks. Maybe just like a little bit more just in case, because you never know. So we'll have it like this. And then moving on, oh, I kind of do wish that she had something a little bit more going on. I feel like it's going to be a little bit better once I put skin details on, so we'll be okay. So moving on to eyeliner, which is going to be like really thick sort of eyeliner, so that shouldn't be an issue. Well, it's gonna be an issue actually, because once I change her eye presets, the look of the eyeliner is gonna change quite a lot as well. So like this looks okay with this eye preset, but it's probably not gonna look as good when I change stuff. I even should be going for something like this, because a lot of the makeup that I'm looking at, the inspo, has like really intense eyeliner. I'm a little scared, but I think I'll leave it. And then moving on to eyeshadow. I kind of feel like I should leave the eyeshadow relatively like light, because I see a lot of them are kind of like more even white, like this, maybe even lower a little bit. So we're fine on makeup. I am a little bit worried, but it is what it is. So now we're moving on to nails. I mean, I am loving what's happening so far, but it is a little bit questionable. I don't know what kind of nails I want to give her. Maybe just keep it simple. I don't think it really matters. Maybe I just want to give her a bit of this, so it has like a bit of black, but they're still looking like kind of nice and classic. I think I'll go with these maybe. Yeah, I think that that's probably the best option, so let's go with these. So then that means moving on to shoes. So let's go all the way down. I think I forgot to do that on the nails, but it's fine, doesn't really matter. But I think I just want to give her like simple pointed. Oh yeah, but it's gonna mess with the, I do have to be careful about the socks, so something like this wouldn't really make, I mean it kind of goes, but it's not really that good. So I'm thinking some kind of like Mary Jane's, because they're a little bit more closed, but something that doesn't mess with the socks. Oh, I knew that socks were probably not the best idea. I think that this is cute. I think I will leave them. I'm just looking if I have any that look a little bit more edgy and interesting, but no, these kind of fit. I think that these are actually pretty good. And then I need to move on to either bottoms or full body, but I already decided that I want to give her a dress, so I feel like we'll just move on to full body, which does make things a little bit easier here, because we're just picking one thing. So something even like this, but I don't want to make it like super long. Actually, you know what? I am kind of regretting, well, I'm regretting the shoe choice, definitely, but I am regretting going for a dress. Is it okay to switch to bottoms now? I feel like it's okay, because I do actually want to do a skirt and shirt combo. I feel like it would be a little bit more fun. So let's go with that, and then we're just not allowed to go for full body, just change our mind like that. I mean, it's fine. Sometimes I would go for a dress and then like realize that I want to change things up, or other way around actually. So I feel like it's kind of okay. So let's go look for a skirt. I do have one in mind. It's just gonna take a bit of scrolling to get to it, but oh, this one's actually really nice. I wish it was like a little bit shorter though, but the one I'm thinking is also kind of long. Let me just find it real quick. Well, this one's actually a good option. It's also a little bit difficult to choose, because I don't know how it's gonna look on the body type that we'll do, because we will change kind of everything on the sim. Well, I do like it. You can still see the tattoos, so that's kind of nice. I'm kind of thinking, since we didn't get to do red on the hat, I do want to do it at least somewhere, so maybe we can leave red here. Oh, it's a little bit annoying annoying that it's not matching with the lipstick. I wish that the lipstick was a little bit more saturated. Oh no. Okay, fine. I will leave this skirt. So let's move on to tops. And again, luckily I have a top in mind. So it's gonna just take a little bit more, a little bit more scrolling because it's all the way at the top again. But I do have something in mind. Well, let me just see this one. This actually looks really good. No, this has like a perfect color. This is like an ideal color. Well, at least when it comes to the lipstick, it matches perfectly. So if this was black, we could be doing a little bit better. Oh, I feel like I'm making so many mistakes, but I'm not letting myself go back. But I mean, a black shirt looks okay as well. This is like a pretty good option. I love how it's framing the tattoo. So this is the one that I was thinking, and I think that it's absolutely perfect. I'll definitely leave it. I definitely will. It looks amazing, but I really am not enjoying the skirt color anymore. I don't know what I was thinking there, but I'm not liking it, and I'm not liking the socks and the shoes. Oh no. And the nails are also like kind of random. I knew that this would happen. But since we did actually finish the outfit, let's move on to choosing the body type. So I'll just choose, I don't know, whatever I would usually go for. So something like this, but let's just maybe round her out a little bit because I did like how she looked before. But since we did the makeup already, well, you know what? I do have makeup on the list again. So we could just reverse the adjustments, maybe? Would you be mad at me? Maybe a little bit. I do really want to match the lipstick to the skirt because this is just driving me crazy. It's ruining the entire look. So since I do makeup twice, usually I do it as like a first round, second round. I feel like I'm kind of allowed to do this again. Yell at me all you want, but I'm doing this anyway. Okay, that's kind of tying things together a little bit more. I'm kind of a little bit happier now. But now we have to move on to the hair, which really makes or breaks this entire look. So I'm kind of nervous about the hair, not gonna lie. I'm kind of thinking something that's more of a like mid-length, but I'll take any length to be honest because I don't know how much I have that's like really appropriate for this. So I'll just take anything. I mean, this is sort of alright. I do like it. It's a little bit unfortunate that the hair is kind of blending in with the outfit, but I'll keep it in mind because it's kind of nice. Or maybe we should go like a little bit more adventurous and make her blonde. Maybe, but I think I do like black a little bit better. It's just all kind of blending in. That's bothering me. We could go with really short hair because I feel like this is sort of fitting. The face usually determines what kind of length I want to go for, but right now we still don't really have the face that we're going with, so it's really difficult to tell. I'll actually have to end up picking the hair and then do the face based on it, which is definitely not how I would usually do it. But yeah, you can definitely barely like see any of the hair, so I think we might actually have to go with blonde. Oh, this one's like really pretty as well. I kind of really want to go with black hair, that's the problem, but you can barely like see it like from the top. It's all blending in together, but I really don't want to go with blondes. One thing that's also really bothering me is that I want to be able to see her ears, so that's also like a limiting factor. This is a pretty good option. It's more short than I was thinking, but it's kind of good and it's showing the ear, which I like. Still, I think that going for blonde would probably be better. I do like her blonde. I do actually like her blonde, so maybe we should. It's just I really wanted to have like really striking contrast with the eye color in the end because I wanted to make them blue with like black hair, but now we're kind of losing that. Let's move on to the next category, which is going to the face and then doing like any of these things that are not skin details. That's kind of stressful, but we'll just go through it. We don't really want to give her, well, I could maybe just give her a bit of this. Oh, that looks so weird without skin details, but I'll just kind of have to guess. I'll just give her a bit of this, so it kind of like gives her a bit of more accent on this area, sure. And eye details, we're not going to be touching any of these. I don't really have to. I'm not forced. That's the thing. Oh no, but we have to go to skin details now, but without doing the actual skin. So if I want to give her, I'm not going to click on it, so I don't get any like spoilers what she's going to look like, but I can't give her this or eyelashes. I have to go like all the way down and just do like the little details. That's so difficult actually. I didn't even think about that stuff. So we can just like give her maybe a bit of this just to give her like different eyelids, and oh, I do want to give her like a little beauty mark like that. That's so cute, but then I have to go with the eyelids in a different layer. Okay, let me just find that real quick. Oh, I do have to give her like a bit of blush as well, which I think I wanted to do a little bit more of because she doesn't have much else going on, but I'm kind of worried to give her a lot because I think I'll also make her skin a little bit bit paler in the end. So I think I'll just go with this, which when I do the skin overlay, it might cover it up a lot. So she's still gonna look a little bit plain, which is a little bit frustrating. So I think that we did kind of all of the skin details that I can do. Oh, actually, I could try to give her some freckles maybe, you know? I don't know if I want to though. So now I have like the rest of the face, which is everything but the eyes, which is terrifying, but let's give it a go. So I think I just want to give her one of these like custom head shapes. So we can just go with that one. I'll just throw on some, I'm not doing the thing where I go all the way down. Okay. But I think I'll just give her some like whatever presets, and then we can do a lot with just adjusting them because I don't know, I just go back and forth all the time anyway when I'm making them, so it doesn't really matter. I do have to be careful about like the lips and stuff because the skin that I'll most likely put on her will make her lips kind of huge, but I don't want them to be like super big, so maybe just like that because I like these a lot. Maybe just like a little bit more serious. We did cheeks. Let me just try to do the nose. I want to give her just like a, oh, I don't know, this is looking weird. I wanted to say I want to give her like a skinny nose, like a skinny, maybe like more of a long nose. Oh, this is scary looking. Okay, it's so difficult to tell if it's looking right or not because things just look a little bit weird and they all like blend in without the skin details. So this is so hard. Well, without the skin at least. But what else do I need to do? I need to do the chin. So maybe just like a nice pointy. Oh wow, actually the one that she had was pretty good. Just like a little bit more pointy. Let me just see. I mean, that's looking okay. It's just a little bit, I feel like the nose is a little bit weird. I don't know if I'm allowed to change this yet because I usually do that when I do eyebrows. So maybe I'll just leave it for now. Maybe make her cheekbones go up a little bit more. I feel like there's just something a little bit weird here, but I can't really figure it out. It's most likely because I want to bring the eyes down a little bit more. Maybe I just want to, oh, I don't know. I think that's okay. It's just I want to bring the eyes down, but it's not time yet. Let me just see if I'm happy with the face and then I'm allowed to move on to the eyes. I feel like that's okay, and we're kind of okay to move on to the eyes, hopefully. So now I can change the eye preset. I do kind of like the one that she has though, but let me just look around a little bit. Oh, it's gonna be so hard because the eyelid is just really odd. It completely changes when I put the skin details on, so this is so difficult. So maybe we should go with like more in-game sort of thing and just hope for the best. So let's bring that down, make them like a lot smaller. Again, it's really hard for me to tell how big the eyes are, if they're too big or too small, because I usually put eyelashes on to give me like a sanity check, so it's gonna be a lot easier, but now I don't know. I just have this like huge eyeliner, which is really not helping. But now I can actually pick the eye color. So I did want her to have blue eyes because I wanted to have like nice contrast, but right now we kind of don't have that, so maybe I do want them to be just brown. And maybe I want to make them like a little bit more closed. I'm just really cautious because I don't want to like overdo it. I feel like the eyes are definitely still too big. It's so hard to tell. I usually struggle with eyes as it is, but this is just criminal. But I think that this is more or less okay. So now I'm allowed to do eyelashes actually. Okay, eyelashes. So let's do eyelashes. I'm more than happy to finally give it a go and see what we came up with here. Oh, I think that the eye size is like pretty okay. I think I would maybe make it a tiny bit smaller, but it's not too bad. But now comes the actual exciting bit where I give her the skin overlay. I already know I want to go with this one. Oh, you know what? She actually does look pretty good. No, maybe this one, because it does make her look a little bit darker. I'll go with this like second one. This makes her look super pale, but I do want her to be a little bit paler. I think I'm just getting thrown off because the eyebrows are like really dark and really large. So now we can do eyebrows, and I'll definitely give her like less natural eyebrows, so it's not going to be something like this. It's more like something like this. Oh, this is actually looking so good, which is turning out really good actually. But let me just try to pick. Whoa, these are looking real good. I low-key want to keep them. I was gonna go for more like this sort of situation, which is also looking really good, to be fair. It is kind of fitting the old look a little bit more because we did kind of low-key lose it, but I did really love these. Oh, they look really good on her. I think I want to keep them. I did like the other ones, but I do really like these. Oh, and I was supposed to do eye color now, but I already did them when I did the eyes. I didn't realize. Sorry about that. Well, do I have to change it then? Let me just see the blue. Oh, I do like the blue. And I guess I am obligated to change it because it did mess up. So let's go with blue then. Because I wanted to go with blue initially, but I don't know. I do like her with dark eyes. Oh, this actually makes her look like so warm and soft and nice. And this is like really cold. Maybe I'll just make them like a little bit extra darker. So it is technically a color change, but it's not a big one because I do really like her with dark eyes actually. And now the last step, believe it or not, is choosing the skin color. And I did say that I wanted to make her just like a bit paler than she is already, like this, and then just make her like a little bit darker. So we went from this to this. Barely any difference. This just gives her a bit more color in her like face. But that means that we have finished the entire sim. She is completely done. So this is what we came up with. I think that she turned out quite interesting. There are a lot of things that I wanted to kind of change up, which I guess maybe let me just restyle her real quick just to kind of see what I wanted to do for her. Now that I have like a more of a clear picture of what I have, maybe just something that I would like change to maybe just like upgrade her a little bit. So I think that I would actually go for black skirts and definitely just get rid of the socks because I don't know what I was thinking there, and just give her like simpler heels without the socks. So just something like this with like the reds underneath is I think amazing. The nails I definitely regret, so I would just change them to be black. And the top I do really like, but maybe just having it red instead would be kind of good, but I don't like these red shades. So let's move on to the like the one underneath. So I think that it was this one, and it did have some like good red shades. I'm not really sure how I feel about the solid, but oh, a powdered would have been so good. That looks amazing. And like one thing that I would definitely want to get rid of is the hat because I don't like it as much. She's already looking like so much better in my opinion. One thing I am just so mad at myself that I forgot is I wanted to give her a septum piercing and just like maybe make the hair a little bit longer, but I'm not like fully sure. I don't know. I'm not really sure about that. So I guess it is this hair. So this is kind of ideally what I wanted it to turn out, but I don't know what happened along the way because like this is really amazing and it's really simple. So I don't know how I managed to mess up this badly, but I do really like what we made as well. But this is definitely more close to what it should have been. But still, let me know what to think about her, and if you enjoyed this challenge. I definitely did. It wasn't really as difficult as I thought, but my ideas definitely kind of got lost in the process because I didn't even know what I was doing at some points, obviously. But a huge thank you to Max for making this challenge. Again, go look at the video. I linked it in the description. And thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you want to see anything more of this or any other CAS challenges. So see you in the next one. Bye!